So let's begin our first chapter. Our chapter will talk about it's an introduction in marketing. As you all know, we will talk about marketing and marketing management. So it's an introduction in marketing, how to create and capture customer value. Okay. In this topic, we will cover many concepts. We will first talk about the marketing, and we will understand the marketplace and customer needs. We will move to how to design the marketing strategy and how to prepare an integrated marketing plan and program. Then we will discuss how to build the customer relationship, how to capture value from customers, and we will go through the changing marketing marketplace, and to pulling it together all, we will sum up what we had throughout the chapter. Okay, let's first start with the marketing definition. Don't ever think of marketing as selling. Marketing is much bigger than it is such selling. Selling, it's a minor task and a minor concept included in the marketing definition. And because you study marketing, you must know that marketing, it's not about making profit, it's not about selling to customers, it's about creating value for customers and building a strong relationship to capture value in return from these customers. Don't think of marketing as you want to sell. This is the old definition and old concept of marketing, that we want, that businesses want to sell and then get profit in return. This is not the case anymore, because marketing now depends on making people satisfied so they come again to you and ask for more product. That's how you gain profits. Okay, so don't think of marketing as only getting profits from customers in the short run. No, it's about creating a long-term relationship with satisfied customers. And that's why we have this graph about the marketing process. In our definition of marketing, we have this simple model of marketing process. The first part of this process is includes the creating value for customers and building relationship with it. And the second part, if you can see, I can zoom it for you here. The second part is to capture value from customers. Yes. So the first part is how to create value for customers and build a strong and profitable relationship with these customers. In return, yes, businesses don't do this for free. Yes, they want profit, but they want profit after they make people satisfied. So they capture value from customers and create profit and customer equity. This is simply the model of the marketing process. Okay, the first part here. Okay, in the next few slides, we will take one by one. We will first understand the marketplace, design the marketing strategy, marketing program, building a profitable relationship, and then we will move to capture value from customer. The first step in this model is what? Is to understand the marketplace and customer needs, and that's actually what we are going to do here. Understanding the marketplace of customer needs. So don't get confused. We are starting the first step of understanding the model, the marketing model. In order to understand the marketing model, we need to do these four parts. Okay? This simple model of marketing process. The first part is understanding the marketplace and customer needs. To understand the marketplace, you need to understand the difference between the needs, the want, and demand. الرغبة الحاجة والطلب. You need as a marketing student or a business student to understand the difference between these three concepts. Do you know the difference? Can you tell the difference? Anybody? What is the need? يعني no matter what is written here about their يعني definition, you tell me what is the need. ما هي الحاجة? What is the need? Can you tell me? All things that people need, something people need in their lives, like food, like air. Yes, in fact, this is very good example. Demand is a customer desire and what they want. يعني demand هو ال want يا فرح. You define demand with want, and these are two different concepts. The need is something that has to be required, it's needed, and wants is a desire. Okay, let's differentiate. يعني you have يعني some concepts clear in your head and some are not. Let's first start with a need. A need is a state of deprivation. What is state of deprivation? So it's يعني something that we really feel, that we feel relaxed when we satisfy such need. For example, if you are hungry, so you need food in order to satisfy such needs. Okay, so the need for the air, the need for wearing clothes, the need to sleep, this is the need, something that really يعني any human being really needs. Okay, so it's like a state of deprivation. Okay, what about the want? The want is different. You might find that need is a necessity and the want is just a desire, which is wrong. يعني معظم الناس بتقول لك النيد او الحاجه هو شيء اساسي، لكن الوانت هي الديزاير او حاجه مش اساسيه. We just يعني عبد اللطيف, need is something mandatory. طب what about the want? Something not mandatory? Okay, some people think of that, but it's it's not this. لا 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 يا أنفال, it's not the case. Actually, we all have the same needs, but wants are different. يعني خلينا الأول نقول تعريف ال wants. In the want is something that will satisfy the need. يعني simply, in simple words, if I am hungry and you are hungry, but I need a pizza and you need a burger sandwich. So we are both hungry, we have the same need, but we have different wants. Wants are the things that will satisfy the needs. And these things and these products are different from one person to another person. That doesn't mean that wants are not necessary, no. But the need is a state of deprivation, and the want is a thing that will satisfy such needs according to the person, according to the environment, according to the place, according to يعني attitude, according to different things. Okay, maybe I need to مثلا in lunch I want to eat something, you want to eat another thing. So it's different. But the bottom line is the want is the thing that will satisfy your needs. Okay, so this is the difference between needs and wants. Then moving to the third concept. So what is demand? Demand is the want backed by purchasing power. That means that if you have the want, that's okay. If you can't buy it, so there is no demand اللي احنا بنسميها بالعربي الطلب. So yes, you want to buy, but you don't have the buying power, so you cannot create demand. So demand, as the definition here, it's wants backed by buying power. So don't think the need and wants as this need is necessary and this want is not necessary. No, we have all as human beings the same needs. However, we satisfy such needs in different manners. أو بمعنى أصح بقى in different wants. Okay, so they are shaped by the culture, shaped by the individual personality, shaped by religion, shaped by everything. Okay, these are the difference between customer needs and customer wants. Okay, if we agreed that, okay, I'm hungry, I want to buy a pizza, and I have the money to buy the pizza. What's next? The next is the marketing offering or the market offering, which are the products and services that we can buy in the market. We call it in general product. This P, product. Product is general term that includes goods, services, information, experiences, places, persons, everything that satisfy your needs and your wants. Which is in our case اللي هي ايه؟ البيتزا. This is the marketing offering على فكرة. This is the market offering. This is the product and the service and the experience. Anything that can be offered in a market اللي هي البرودكت. So I have a need which is hunger. I have a want. Yes, I want to buy pizza. I want to eat pizza. Demand. Yes, I have purchasing power with me. And the offering, which is the product. So now we need to exchange my money for your pizza. This is simply the basic concepts of the marketplace. Okay? Any questions so far? Very good. There is here a definition of something related to the marketing or the marketplace, which is called marketing myopia. Myopia, it's a disease, by the way, اللي هو بالعربي اسمه قصر النظر. Do you know myopia? This is a disease. يعني some people have this myopia, and in marketing terms, we have this marketing myopia. It means that organizations tend to have this myopia. They only see what is near and they don't see what is far from them. And it's not good for businesses. الأول يا جماعة عارفينها ولا لا؟ Do you understand what I mean? Yes, focusing only on existing wants and losing sight of underlying consumer needs or يعني what's coming after a while. So in order to provide some products and services to customers, you shouldn't have marketing myopia. Why? Because you should focus on, yes, on people wants and anticipate what's coming. يعني ما يبقاش عندك قصر نظر. Anticipate what is coming in order to develop yourself. تمام؟ ما يبقاش عندك كده قصر نظر بس satisfying what is now, what people want now and forget about later. So you shouldn't have this marketing. Yes, existing wants and losing sight. That's exactly Maha. Why we are doing this? Because we want satisfied customers, because they are expecting, and we are we as businesses are trying to make them satisfied. So we need to have this balance between customer expectation and customer satisfaction. If they set their expectation too high, so they will be satisfied. If we set customer satisfaction too low, so they might think that you are providing not very good products. So we need to make this balance between value and satisfaction. So we should set the right level of expectation, not too high or too low. Okay? Right. What's after that? What's after? Yes, I have a need, I have a want, I have purchasing power, and there is a pizza in the market. So we need to do the exchange. I have to exchange my money for your pizza. So this is the exchange and create the relationship between the customer and the business. So it is the act of obtaining a desired object from someone by offering something in return. That's how we begin to create the relationship with the customer. So now in this figure, yes, this is the exchange. Okay, the customer has something in return, want something, and they are getting this product from the company, maybe through marketing intermediary or right away from the company. He could get this from a competitor. Of course, suppliers are providing supplies to either our company or competitor, to marketing intermediaries, and then to consumer. So this figure illustrates the whole market and how the market system is operating. Okay, so each party in this market system add value to the next party. So they should interact together. They should support each other in order to make the marketing system functioning. Okay, so this is the market, a set of actual and potential buyers of a product. Here it is the consumer. Okay, now if you remember, this is the first part of making or creating value, which is understanding the marketplace and customer. The second step is designing a customer-driven marketing strategy. This is the second step. If you remember the first slide, yes, shall I get it again? Maybe it was in the fourth slide. Yes, this one. Okay, so we finished this. Moving to the second, which is designing a customer-driven market strategy. We define the need, the want, the demand, the market in here. Moving to the second step, which is designing a customer-driven marketing strategy, which is this. Yes. Let's first define what is marketing management. إدارة التسويق. You know all management. What is management? The art of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. However, we need here to manage and the art of doing the marketing functions. The marketing is all about consumers. It's about target markets, and business needs to have profits and maintaining some relationship with the customer. Okay, so this is marketing management. How we do this, how we market management, by choosing what customer shall we serve and how we can serve them. This is simply the marketing management. The first question, what customer shall we serve? This is it. Selecting customer we serve. We have many definitions of customer selection. We make market segmentation بالعربي اسمها تجزئة السوق. Target marketing اللي هو استهداف السوق. And demarketing عكس الماركتينج, reducing demand. وهنعرف how we can do this. But before we move on, if you have any question before I move on. Very good. Okay. How we select the customers we serve? By making market segmentation, something we call تجزئة السوق, dividing markets into segments. For example, Johnson & Johnson dividing markets into babies and adults. تجزئة السوق, dividing. صح? Nivea cream dividing the market into men and women. Okay. يعني we have lots of the divisions بقى في lots of segmentation. This is the simplest يعني definition, dividing the markets into segments of customers. After segmentation, we do something called targeting. Okay, if Johnson and Johnson, they are dividing the market into babies and adults, okay, we will target the babies segment. Okay, this is targeting, استهداف. Okay, طيب. What is demarketing? As you can see, demarketing is the opposite of marketing. The marketing, if we are marketing a product, we are encouraging people to increase their consumption. صح؟ لما انت بتعمل marketing for a product, you are trying to increase consumption of this product. صح؟ بتشجع الناس يشتروا اكتر. Demarketing is encouraging people to reduce demand. What? Reducing demand? How is that? Is that marketing? Yes. Sometimes we are encouraging people to reduce demand. Can you give me examples? We are encouraging people to reduce their demand or shift their demand. How is that? Can you think of one product? Not by doing what, Farah? I want you an example of product. Yes, if I wanted to reduce the demand, I make prices high. This is correct. But what kind of product? What kind of product? No. I don't. La. Like iPhone? Of course not, Anfal. No. Exactly. Like cigarettes, okay, or for some governmental services like consumption of water, electricity, and gas. Okay, so we are demarketing. We are telling people to, hey, easy on consumption a little bit. Okay, these are demarketing. So we are raising the price for these products in order to tell people to ease consumption on these. So this is, yes, these are examples of the marketing. Um, then we propose value for customers. يعني in order to يعني make a customer driven marketing strategy, first we choose what customer to serve, and then we propose a value for them. What are we really providing to customers? So we promise to deliver some products to customers to satisfy their needs. This is called value proposition. Okay. In order to understand the customer driven marketing strategy, we have to understand something called marketing management orientation. This is actually how marketing is developed in the past. Okay. Marketing went through 5 stages until we reach what we know now about marketing. So marketing went through the production concept, the product concept, the selling concept, the marketing concept, and finally the societal concept. Marketing went through all these concepts, and we call them the marketing management orientation. You have to understand how marketing was developed. At first, marketing was not known as marketing. ما كانش معروف بالاسم ده. ما كانش معروف باسم التسويق. ما كانش في حاجة اسمها marketing. It was only production. So businesses want to produce as much as they can in order to have profit. And in this era or this orientation, all the focus was on production as many as possible and give to people. And it was yani, the focus wasn't on what people need. The focus was on only providing and producing products so that people can buy and businesses can have profits. The second era was something similar. It was called the product concept. It's not only production, people now began to pay attention to products. So, يعني about the quality of the product, about the performance of the product. So organization now, يعني, أو in this era, by then, try to focus a little bit or began to focus on what people need. يعني ما كانتش في البرودكشن focusing لا خالص. They wanted only to produce and earn a profit as much as they can. In this era, they began to focus a little bit on the characteristic of the product and the price of the product so people can buy it. The next era was the selling concept. So in this era or in this concept, consumers didn't buy enough of the product unless they have promotion, unless they have motive. That's why in this era, organization paid much attention to provide promotion to people in order to buy more. Not only the quality, not only the performance, but also the promotion. They began to give discounts. They began to say, okay, buy one and I will get you one free. So they started to focus on the selling techniques. That's why this era or this orientation is called the selling concepts. Why? Because organizations began to provide people and use selling techniques in order to make people buy more. So in the production concept, what was the focus? The production concept, simply the production. In the product concept, what was the focus? The performance and the quality of the product. They began to pay attention to the product a little bit. And the selling concept, what was the focus? شباب صحصحوا معايا. ها؟ You need to interact more with me. The focus was on the selling techniques and on promotions. Yes, Maha, you are, yes, this is true. They practice when they face over capacity. They have surplus. They have surplus of products. And what we do, what usually is done when we have surplus, if you know what surplus is? Surplus, wafra. I have in my stores and in my factories I have surplus. عندي منتجات كتيرة في المخازن. So what I do when I have surplus, I begin to give promotion. أتخلص من الحاجات دي. Selling. Yes, I give discounts and I give promotions. That's why it is called the selling concept. Exactly, Sarah. Okay, moving to another era which entered the marketing concept. The idea of that it's not only about having profits for the organizations. We should consider really what customer wants. So it's like exchange and making relationship. I want my customers to be satisfied. I want my customers to be satisfied. Before the marketing concept, in the production, product, and selling concepts, all organization wants is to what? What was the focus? All the businesses want to sell and having profits. Okay, but starting from the marketing concept, businesses started to think, oh, what if I provided customers with products they really want and they are satisfied, and in the same time, I can gain profits. Why I gain profits? Because satisfied customers are happy customers, and happy customers will come to us again. So we can make profits from happy customers. Yes, is this true? What do you think? Exactly, Amfas. Happy customers are loyal customers, Diana. This is true. So that's when marketing concept is first introduced. It's not only about businesses and having profits. It's also about making customers happy. Making customers happy. In this figure, you can see what I mean. Let's see here. The marketing concept start from the customers. They focus start from the market. They go to the market and ask customer, what do you want? What do you need? I want to offer you what you need and provide it to you by integrated marketing, by providing a product at a good price and delivering and promoting this integrated marketing. And at the end, I will have profit. I will have profit through customer satisfaction. But before, in the selling concept and before, the starting point was wrong, was in the factory. They started producing first, and then they are trying to convince the customer to buy. They were making profits, yes, but profits through sales volume, not through customer satisfaction. This one is good, but short term. However, this one is good, but long term. This is better. Yani this is a quick um, uh, comparison between the marketing concept and the selling concept and before. Okay, any questions so far? طيب, you know what? This is not the end of marketing. Another concept was introduced. Allah, another concept was introduced? Yes, this is called societal marketing concept. Societal marketing concept. What is societal marketing concept? طيب, before I tell you this, I tell you about before it was the only concern of business is to make profit. أنا هحاول أرسم لكم but يعني excuse my bad drawing. First of all, this is business and they are trying to have only profits. They are trying to get profit to from customer. This was the only concern. This is the only goal, exactly. And then when the marketing concept was introduced, there was another concern. اللي هو إيه؟ اللي هو customer satisfaction. So we have here two ways. So we have here the business and the customer. Business gets profit, customers get their needs and they are satisfied. The social marketing concept بقى introduced a third party اللي هم مين؟ اللي هو society. Business gets their profit, customer gets their needs, but the society, what about it? The society must benefit from this equation. مال دخل أنا society بالقصة دي كلها. Why? Why the society is a need here? Because the customer is a part of the society and the business is a part of the society. So if you are to get profit and customer gets satisfied, the rest of the society gets to benefit as well. So if you are doing products, make sure not to harm the environment. مثلا, if you want to produce a product, make sure this product is environment friendly and produce products that are good for the society. مش بس كده. If you are getting profit, make a share of this profit back to the society. يعني مثلا في حاجة اسمها socially responsible product, socially responsible business. مثلا make a cause for مثلا cancer fighting or having مثلا some donation. Okay, so that's how we can benefit the society. So the business can have profit, customer get their needs satisfied. Now we have the societal marketing concept, which is paying back to the society something, يعني because we benefit from the society resources, we are paying back to the society again. Okay, we have many examples actually. We have many examples about socially responsible business. Have you heard about مثلا Pampers? for اللي هو البيبي diapers. For every pack bought from Pampers, we will provide one vaccine for people in Africa, for children in Africa. Have you ever heard about this? No? طيب. قولي لي انت يا فرح, have you heard about any campaign done by, yes, campaign done by any company for the welfare of the society? أبدا, never they? Exactly they. Like Amazon planting trees, yes. Donation campaigns, okay. Something for the society, okay. Do you hear about John West company for tuna? John West, this is a famous company for doing tuna cans. They are not fishing tuna in certain seasons for the welfare of the society. ما بيعملوش صيد جائر لأسماك التونة. Have you heard about this? الفاكسينز اللي بتعملها بامبرز for every pack بتعمل vaccines for children who are in need. Okay, what else? This is called social marketing concept. مثلا McDonald's, they are not using plastic bags anymore. They are using paper bags. Why? For the welfare of the society. Huh? I'm waiting. You writing maybe some of the examples. Yes, exactly, Sarah. Yes, even Talabat application is doing this. Carrefour doing what, Diana? All companies, يا شباب, they are doing this for the society. And now, يعني, maybe you heard about it before, but you never knew that called social marketing concept or socially responsible business. Now you know. اوكي, لما يجي بقى حد يسألكم تبقوا انتوا بقى ايه, طلبة بيزنس وفاهمين كويس قوي ده معناه ايه. تقول له اه ده جزء من المشاركة الاجتماعية من ستاربكس or from Carrefour or from whatever. So you now know there is underlying concept that explaining this act in marketing. Yes, Starbucks, they changed the plastic cups to paper cups. Exactly. They are doing to be looked as good as business. Yes, I'm not arguing that they are doing this for the society. Yes, they want to make more profits. Exactly. They want to look good. Yes, I'm not arguing this. Listen, Zaid. Businesses exist to make profit. That's a rule of thumb. Businesses exist to make profit. But while doing profits, why not? The customers are happy and society is happy as well. To make more happy and to make more profit. Exactly. Exactly. Because people now are aware and they are conscious about businesses that are ruining the environment and they don't buy from them even if they are cheaper. Okay, so these companies want to look good in the eyes of the customers, in the eyes of the society, so they can benefit more and more. Exactly, Abdul Latif. Very good. Okay, now if you remember, we now have this we understand the marketplace, and now we understand how we make a customer-driven marketing strategy. Now we move to the marketing program and how to deliver superior value. Okay. Uh, what slides? Yes. What slides we were in? Exactly. The marketing plan. Now we move to the discussion of, this is the third step, the integrated marketing plan and program. We move now to the marketing mix. What is the marketing mix? It's a set of tools, usually of the form the main concepts or the main tools in this marketing mix are four. Maybe you heard about it before if you studied BUS 110 and if you studied many other courses. They are the four P's. It includes product, price, promotion, and place. And we use this integrated marketing. If you remember few slides before, we said we use the integrated marketing. This is the use of the four P's. Integrated marketing means that we use all these tools in order to deliver intended value to the chosen customers. This is the use of the four P's or the marketing mix. Now we want to build a relationship with the customer. What's the customer relationship management? Is the overall process of building and maintaining profitable customer relationship by delivering a superior customer value and satisfaction. Don't forget, this step, yes, this is the program, and now we want to build a profitable relationship and create superior value with customers. This is CRM or customer relationship management. So smart companies now aim to delight customers by promising only what they can deliver, then delivering more than they can promise. Of course, delighted customers not only make repeat purchases, they are became willing. They are became willing marketing partners, and they speak of the products of the company. They are like partners. تمام? So the company here are providing customers with more value they can give. So here, the perceived value, which is the difference between the value and the cost, and satisfied customers are satisfied when they compare the performance with the expectations. Okay, when they are expecting and companies are not delivering, so customers are dissatisfied. This is the balance we talked about earlier in this chapter. So they are comparing the perceived performance with the expectation. If the perceived performance is higher than the expectation, customers are satisfied. If the perceived performance is less than expectation, customers are dissatisfied. Okay? Also, while we are building the relationship, we must consider what kind of relationship are we building? Are we building basic relationships or full partnerships? Basic relationships are often used by a company with low margin customers. يعني مثلا الكوكاكولا Coca-Cola are building basic relationship with customers. They don't phone call or its customers to know them personally. Okay, so they create relationship through brand building. Okay, طيب what about full partnership دي بقى بتبقى مع الديستريبيوتورز مثلا والريتيلرز او مع الكاستمرز with high margins. Okay, few customers and high margins. زي مثلا ما Rolls Royce, they are creating full partnerships with its customers. They are few but high margins. So this is the difference between basic relationship and full partnership. Businesses must put this into consideration when they are trying to create the customer relationship. They must put into consideration what type of relationship they will create with customers. Okay? The changing nature of customer relationship, this is related to the type of customers. As we said before, if we want to make it deep or we want to make it through brands, branding, or اللي هي بنسميها brand building advertising. Okay. Partner relationship management, we talked about it, involves working closely with partners in other company departments and outside the company to bring greater value to a customer. This is called partner relationship management. Partner relationship management, as I said, from inside, closely in other company departments, inside or outside. We can know about this later in here. Inside the company, refer to every functional area, and outside the company, refer to how marketing connect with suppliers, channel partners, and competitors by developing partnerships with them. Okay. Partnership outside the company, it's in the form of supply chain partnership. It's a channel, سلسلة التوريد. Okay, we have supply management, supply partners, strategic partners, and strategic alliances. Okay. We now move to a very important topic in our discussion. While doing the partner or the customer relationship, we wanted to discuss the customer loyalty and how we retain customer value. But before, anybody has any question? Okay. Creating customer loyalty and retention. Take care that now we move to capturing value from customers. We go back to this. Now we built and created value for customers. Now we do what? Sorry. We capture value now from customers. This is the second part of our discussion. We need to capture value from customers. How we capture value? We need to retain customers. We want to have profits from customers. So this is our aim now. We created value. Now we have a stream of purchases for the customer during his lifetime. How I capture value back, I created relationship, I make you a happy customer. Now I want something in back to me. Okay, so I try to increase the customer share, the portion of customer purchasing that a company gets in its product category. How much? So if you are going مثلا to have purchases from Sultan Center or Carrefour or whatever, how much you buy from these retailers? This is your share. مثلا, how many times you went to Carrefour? Many times. How much you buy from them? So these retailers and these companies are calculating your share, how much you buy from our categories. Okay, this is businesses are trying to increase the customer or the share of customers. Also, they are trying to increase the customer equity. What is customer equity? Customer equity is the total combined customer lifetime value of all the customers, of all the company's customers. Okay, it's combined customers lifetime value of all the customers. This is the customer equity. Building equity, how? Building the right relationship with the right customers involve treating customers as assets that need to be managed and maximized. Okay, so we require different relationship management strategies. Okay, that's it for capturing value for customers. Okay, we finished this model. So we now know what is the marketing process. Now we move to the marketing, the new era, or the digital age, how the digital age and changing market landscape will change the marketplace. Okay, we have here major developments. These major developments are in the creation of the digital age. Now we have many technologies that change the marketplace. غيرت شكل السوق وغيرت الenvironment. Also, we have the rapid globalization, which shrinking the world into a small village, making competition very near, even if you are local. Also, the development of the ethics and the social responsibilities, as we were discussing now, that many businesses now looking for digital for ethics and social responsibility to look good in the eyes of customers. We are now, because now they are environments, they are looking for environment friendly options, and they are now have concerns about it. And also the growth of non-for-profit marketing. This is a new trend for non-for-profit organization and how they use marketing in their operations. So these are the major developments that are changing the marketing landscape now. Okay. What we all talk about in this lecture are discussed here. If you can see here, this is the model we talked about. Understanding the marketplace, we have to understand the basic needs and to understand the marketing information and customer data. Designing the marketing strategy, which include the segmentation, targeting, and positioning, and providing value. The integrated marketing program, the product and service design, the pricing, the distribution, the promotion. These are the marketing mix and the 4 Ps. And then building a profitable relationship with customer, CRM, and partner relationship. And finally, capturing value from customers, which is creating satisfied, loyal customer, capturing customer lifetime value, and creating and increasing the share of market and share of customer. And we have here the digital and the technology and the major development in the marketplace, which is affecting all these models. Okay, and that's why we called it expanded expanded model of the marketing process, which is actually the same one as this one, but it is expanded a little bit. And that's it for now. This is the first chapter in our course. As I said, you will find all recorded and saved on the LMS course page. Yes. So